Howdy, half-asters.
Nice.
In this video, we're going to be continuing our road trip from Florida up to Maine. We're leaving Schenectady, New York this morning, and we are going to be heading over to northern New Hampshire in the shadow of Mount Washington, I believe it is, one of the highest mountains on the East Coast. It's supposedly really beautiful up there. We're going to be staying 3 nights in New Hampshire. We're going to be trying out some trails and some hikes, and we're going to take you guys with us as always.
Yep.
You ready, hon?
Of course.
All right, let's go.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan, and we are the Half-Ass Travelers. Well, we left Pennsylvania and came up to Schenectady, New York, just for one night. We met up with some friends, and we found this awesome campground that we felt we had to share with you. This is the Arrowhead Marina and RV Park and Campground.
Right.
It's right on the Mohawk River. I think it's called the Mohawk River. It's part of the Erie Canal system. It's really nice.
Really nice.
I mean, we weren't expecting anything great. It's hit or miss when you go to state parks, but this place is beautiful. I'll pan around so you can see behind us. A lot of the sites, in fact, our site was on the river, and it was gorgeous.
We saw a lot of wildlife.
We saw some wildlife, rabbits,
Geese,
and
all kinds of pretty birds.
yeah, it's a beautiful place. So if you're in the Schenectady area, we highly recommend this campground. So we just checked in, so now we're going to check out the pool, because we're definitely coming back here. Well, it's not warm, but it's also not cold. It's, I'd say, lukewarm. That means it's lukewarm to me. All right, let's go.
It looked warm to me too. Ah, Mother Nature.
Yes, it's another beautiful morning, and it wasn't so beautiful yesterday. The bad weather kind of followed us as we went along from New York yesterday. But as you can see, we woke up this morning to a glorious day.
Yep.
It rained on us overnight. We could hear it. By the way, if you've never been in a Class C when it's been raining, you'll know it gets a little loud when the drops are big. Especially with the fan right over the bed. You hear click, tick, 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 tick. It sounds like someone's tap dancing on the roof.
Yes.
So, we still managed to get a good night's sleep. It was
did.
pretty good. It's very peaceful out here. We're in a campground called Beech Hill Campground, I think it's called. I'll put the name at the bottom of the screen. It's a really secluded place. There's pine trees everywhere. We've been watching the chipmunks and squirrels all morning.
It's a huge campground.
Yeah, it's
huge.
And it's very nice. And it's kind of in the middle. It's right in the shadow of the White Mountain?
I think White Mountains, yeah.
Yeah, but we're kind of in the middle of an area where there are a lot of waterfalls and covered bridges. And we obtained this. Can you see that? Yes. We obtained that from the staff today, so we are going to be checking out the covered bridges and waterfalls in the area. We're going to take you with us. You know we love our waterfalls. taking small little hikes. Probably not an extended hike today. We might do one tomorrow. We're probably going to try to keep the hikes down to a minimum and see as much as we can. And then maybe tomorrow we'll go to the Gorge.
Oh,
and
that
then
sounds great.
That'll be beautiful.
All right.
So we're going to take you with us. Let's go.
Let's go. Trying to find a path to get down there. And this is where he's taking me. Still going and going. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Nothing. Let's go back up to the road.
So,
If we had gone a little bit further and read the sign, we would have known that I can't read a map, because we would have seen it's right here. So it's not 1.10 miles. It's like it says on the sheet, it's 0.5 miles, but we're gonna go do it anyway. But first I'm gonna go get the water because it's a half a mile.
come on, honey, hurry up.
I had to go back for the pack. Somebody's got to be the pack mule. I got elected. Lower Ammonoosuc Falls is more like a water slide than a waterfall. I mean, it is a waterfall, obviously. There's a lot of water coming down here, and it looks like we could have a lot of fun just sliding right down that, right into that big pool, right into the pool. You're not gonna try it?
No.
Maybe in our youth we would have attempted
Now,
it.
if we had a rubber tube, that wouldn't be so bad.
I don't think I would even do it in a rubber tube, but I'm sure there are people that do it. This hike was maybe a half mile off the road, and it was worth it. It was a very easy hike, slightly uphill, but very clear, no going over rocks or tree roots or anything. Highly recommend you visiting this place if you're in the area.
Agreed.
All right, we are at Crawford Depot, and this is where at the start of the Crawford and Avalon trails, there's 2 or 3 waterfalls down here. It's about a half-mile trail. It involves a couple of river crossings, but the kind that you can keep your feet dry if you're careful on the rocks, skipping over, we hope.
Good.
That's what we're told anyway. It's a moderate, there's some roots and rocks on the trail, but it's nothing difficult from what they're telling us. So we're gonna go check it out. I think the falls are called the Cascade Falls.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go take a look at that. Let's go. We've just reached the first river crossing, and we're gonna figure out a way to get across without getting our shoes wet. Right, hon?
Right. I'm working on that.
Piece of cake, right?
Piece
of cake. That's one. All right, we're going to the Beecher Cascade and the Pearl Cascade. And it's right up that path. Not that path, Rose.
I know, I was just checking out a mushroom.
Uh-oh. Well, we just saw the Beecher Cascade, and now this is the Pearl Cascade, but it looks like the Pearl Cascade doesn't have much water on it. Ooh, we're still gonna go up there and check out those pools, because it's really a neat area. There's all kinds of crystal clear pools. Crystal clear pools. You gotta come up, come around, just go across. We're standing on the railroad tracks.
Waiting for the choo choo.
That hike was much more technical and a little more difficult because it's kind of slippery and wet than the other trail. And the waterfalls, they weren't as spectacular as the first one, but all these waterfalls have their own
unique quality.
Yes, very well put, Rose. They'll have their unique quality.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
That's it?
To the next one.
All right, let's go. We just happened to pass by this roadside waterfall. It's right off the side of the road. Rose looked over and sure enough, it's the Silver Cascade. It is marked on our map. Look at that up there. Gorgeous.
But it comes all the way down here.
Yeah. We'll show you some video of it. Here's another one of those roadside waterfalls. This is the Flume Cascade, and it's just directly across a small bridge from the last one. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Right on the side of the road. How fun this little place we found. This is the Covered Bridge gift shop. I guess they turned the Covered Bridge into a gift shop, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a bed and breakfast right here too. There's all kinds of kitschy fun stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go in and check it out.
A lot of gizmos and gadgets.
Yeah, why not? We're in New Hampshire, let's go check it out.
Of course. Yay, another covered bridge.
I don't know what it is about these covered bridges, but there's something about the clip-clop of the wood as you drive over them, and just, you hear that, the clip-clop? It's just really cool. They're so cool.
Yeah.
And we like water too. We're water people.
Of course.
This is the Honeymoon Bridge. Yes, Honeymoon Bridge. So we're gonna go see some more, I think.
Let's go.
We like
Absolutely.
this. Let's do it. Honeymoon Bridge actually has a pedestrian lane, so you can walk across the bridge and not have to worry about getting waffled by one of these cars going by. Really nice. We noticed that the Swift River Bridge has the same kind of architecture as that bridge that had the gift shop on it, which is kind of interesting. All right, well, on to the next. We didn't stop at the Saco River Bridge because it's kind of a busy place and there's no room in the parking lot, so we're just gonna settle for driving over this one. It is, again, the same architecture. It's the same design as the last two bridges. You can get a fantastic view of the Albany covered bridge. It's like a pull-off for a hiking trail, and there's very few people here. I mean, there's people taking advantage of the water. It's such a nice day. But as far as the bridge goes, you'll have unfettered access to both sides to get your videos and your photos, and they are stunning. Beautiful bridge. As we start our second day of exploration of this area of New Hampshire, we did learn one thing yesterday, and that is if you want to do these hiking trails on a Saturday or Sunday, and we just happen to be here on a Saturday and Sunday, you need to get to these trails early. The trailheads fill up with cars, the parking lots fill, and then the overflow parking fills, and you are not allowed in some areas to park along the road. So if you don't get here early enough, you are out of luck. So make sure that if you have a hike that you really want to do, make sure you get there early. All right, we're at the Basin Cascade Trail. This is a kind of medium length hike. It's about, I think, 1.1 miles each way. There are 3 waterfalls along the trail, and we're going to start off with this one this morning. And we have no idea what the conditions of the trail are, so we are going to bring our hiking poles on this one.
Yep. Always.
Could have used them yesterday, probably, to balance as we were going over the rivers. All right, let's go check it out. We are a whopping, maybe 100 feet down the trail, and we came across these little waterfalls areas, and this...
It's so cute.
It's a cool little wading area. I think it's maybe at the very deepest, maybe 3 feet deep.
And the water is crystal clear.
I can see this being a real popular spot for people to come during the summer and cool off. And do a little swimming and just hang out. This is beautiful. Already gorgeous, and we're 100 feet down the trail.
Yep.
All right, we're optimistic. Here's a really nice feature of this trail. There is an area for those with disabilities to go down and get a view of the basin without having to go onto the rougher trails. That's a really, really nice feature, although it does say no swimming, so we may have been incorrect earlier about thinking we could swim in there. What do you got there, Rose?
Should we go across the bridge?
Hang on, I'm interrupted. Go ahead, babe.
Should we go across the bridge?
Absolutely, let's go.
All right.
What did you find?
A mushroom.
A mushroom and?
Yeah.
What's this behind you? What is this? Holy cow. Already. Well, this is the Basin. This is the first of the major waterfalls on this trail. And it kind of reminds us of those resorts that have the waterfalls down into the grotto of the pool. I mean, it looks almost fake, doesn't it? It's so beautiful. Thanks, hon. It looks almost fake.
It's really cool.
So beautiful how the water swirls around down there, comes down the waterfall and then comes around. And then it goes all the way down there. Wow, if the other waterfalls are anything like this, we're in for a treat today.
Yeah, can't wait.
This place reminds us of a hike we did, not really a hike, but off the roadside area we found in Kauai, where the water was running through the mud. You remember that place? Now this is a much larger version and the water here is not running through mud. This is carved out stone and it is so smooth from the water.
It's
you
really
can see
cool.
the erosion. It's a really neat, just a neat area. The trail is crossing over the river here. So we're trying to find the best way to do it without getting our feet wet. Rose thinks she's got it. And she does. Well, overall, I'd have to say that was kind of a medium to strenuous hike.
Medium to strenuous. That thing was super strenuous.
I think the main reason that it was so strenuous to us is because it was really wet and really muddy, and we had to spend a lot of energy trying to maintain our balance. It's a good thing we had the hiking poles. Highly recommend that if you decide to do this trail. But the waterfalls are beautiful. And this is kind of a fourth bonus waterfall at the very beginning, which we weren't expecting. So that was a nice little surprise. So now I think we're gonna go check out, we're done hiking, I think, for the day. And I think we're gonna go check out some more covered bridges. Go check them out. We're making a brief stop at Clark's Trading Post. There's a covered bridge here. There's also a snack bar and the Hobo, I think it's called the Hobo Sightseeing Train. It's it reminds me of what, Buc-ee's? It's got everything except gas.
And it's got a water park.
It does. It's got a water park too. All right, let's go take a look. This is the longest of the covered bridges we've come across. This is a double. It's got the double span on the inside that you can see as we drive over it. Needs a paint job though.
All right, honey, so we're
triple crossing the bridge.
dirty triple crossers.
You dirty triple crosser, you. Actually, the GPS had us going the wrong way, so here we go. We're gonna do it again. Rose likes taking the video through the filthy windshield. I thought I was in London again for a minute there. All right, the last covered bridge we're going to see today is the Bumps Bridge. It is, we just saw the largest bridge?
1877.
Yep, and this is the smallest bridge. It's a little bit different design than the other ones we've seen, but it's a lot smaller.
And it's cute.
It is. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. It's just, I don't know how we would find this without that map.
Yeah.
A lot of these bridges, they're marked on the map, but they're still a little bit of a challenge to find, especially when you're using the GPS, because signal around here is spotty at best. But now we're going to go get something to eat.
Starving.
Yeah, we need to go eat. If we see anything of interest, we'll include it right after this. 3, 2, 1.
Presto! We're back on the road.
Yep, Rose loves it when we do that little snap cut away.
I do.
And, yeah, I like to make Rose happy. We didn't really see much after the hike and the covered bridges. We went and ate at a local brewery. The food was excellent.
Very good.
We had great food in New Hampshire. We found these great roadside places, just awesome. But today we are up early because we are on our way further east over to Bahaba. Is that how you pronounce it? Bahaba, Maine. We're spending a week in Bar Harbor with our friends who are meeting us. They're coming up from Florida. We're coming from the west. They're coming from the south. And we are going to collide in Bar Harbor. We are looking really forward to Acadia National Park. Yeah. We have never been to Maine, ever. First time, and we just don't know what to expect. So you're going to see it as we see it. Right, babe?
Yep.
All right. We got about a 4-hour drive, so let's get to it. Well, we rolled into the campground yesterday afternoon. We're staying at the Narrows 2, and it's just outside of Acadia National Park. We're going to show you the campground a little bit later, but today, this morning, we are getting ready to head over to Bar Harbor. We're going to take a walk around the downtown, possibly go get lunch, and just start to check things out. The weather wasn't looking so good this morning, but it has started to clear up nicely. Yay! So let's go do it. It's important when you go to national parks to get here at a reasonably early hour. Otherwise, you're dealing with gridlock traffic in the visitor center parking lots, and it's almost impossible to get around or to find a parking space, especially since a lot of people will park here to do trails sometimes or other things. So just keep it in mind. We've accomplished an almost impossible task, and that is finding a parking space in the middle of Bar Harbor on a summer day, right around noontime.
Frustrating?
Yeah, a little frustrating, a little crowded, but people are always coming and going, so there's gonna be a spot opening up somewhere. You just have to be really lucky.
What you got there, Rose? I got myself a whoopie pie. We fast forwarded to our second day of exploration. Yesterday we just went to Bar Harbor and we got our park passes at the visitor center.
It was very crowded in Bar Harbor, hard to find parking. So we're getting an early start today because today we want to try to drive the loop road around Acadia National Park and stop at a few sites to see what everybody's talking about, these Atlantic cliffs. We heard that you know, there's cliffs on the Pacific that are beautiful, but not so many on the Atlantic. Well, this is the one place where we've got cliffs that abut right up to the Atlantic Ocean, so it's really cool. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm gonna take you with us as usual. Give us a yay, hon.
Yay.
She's not awake yet. It is, what, 8:41 in the morning, and we came down to Sand Beach to get some video. Oh, somebody's leaving right there. And it is so packed that you can't find a parking spot in the parking lot. But if you are driving up to Sand Beach and you see that there's parking available on the street outside, we recommend you take that parking and walk down, because that's really the only way you're going to get a spot. So we're gonna keep moving because today is our first day in here and we're just getting the lay of the land. We may come back and do a little swim. I don't know if we can take it. We don't want to join the polar bear club, do we, hon?
Nope.
I know, it's a beautiful beach though. All right, let's move on. Just past Sand Beach, we found a little parking area pull off on the right. And I'm not sure if this area is the Thunder Hole or the tide pool area, but it's really cool. I think this might be the Thunder. Don't quote me on that. We're going down. What do you think, Rose?
Whoa.
They were not disappointing us. As you can see, there's a fantastic view of Sand Beach and the surrounding cliffs. Love it. There's something about the sound of waves crashing against rocks that we just love. Oh, what? Oh, there's Rose.
This is awesome. Look how beautiful this is. It's kind of weird looking.
Yeah, it's eroding, making it smooth.
It's eroding.
Eroding. Well, we stumbled upon a beautiful place, and this is just our cup of tea. We love this little rock scrambling places, especially when they're on the ocean. That's two of our favorite things. And then watching the waves break and some blowholes, that's our third. I mean, that's just a triple whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love this spot. Don't miss it if you come here. But unfortunately, we got to keep moving on.
On to the next.
It only gets better and better though.
Hope so.
So we made another great find. Rose is a little tired because she went down a little further on the rocks than I did. But this is right at the end. I think this is Otter Point, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. What the real interesting part here, other than the beautiful cliffside views, is see that buoy out there? I don't know if you can see it, but we can hear the bell from that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It just adds a little atmosphere.
When the bell tolls.
Right. In fact, we're going to stop talking now so everybody can enjoy it with us.
Guess what? While we were hiking, we got ducked. Woohoo!
I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently when you have a Jeep and people see it in the parking lot, they'll leave you a duck, or we've been leaving ducks
All over
the place. But we finally got ducked. That's our second duck.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about it when we bought the Jeep. But
This is little Daffy.
little Daffy. All right, let's get a close up of little Daffy. Here we go. Rose is so happy. Well, that last place we were was definitely Otter Cliff, and this is Otter Point. Take a look at that. We came across another little roadside gem. This is Little Hunter's Beach. Let's get down there and check it out.
I'm going rock hunting.
She's going rock hunting. There are so many rocks on this beach. As we walk, the rocks below those rocks are all adjusting, and it's making like a snap, like kind of a crackle sound I've never heard before. Like the rocks are adjusting beneath our feet, rubbing against each other. It's
clicking.
Yeah, they're that's it, clicking sounds. And I've never experienced this before. Very cool. Rose, did you find any rocks while we were down there? Oh, she got a couple rocks. We're gonna put those back, just so you know. We don't take rocks, but she has to get pictures for the Instagram.
Of course.
All right.
Guess who's wanted lobster for a long time? And I'm finally getting good stuff. Maine lobster.
Now we're going to be doing a hike at the southern end of the park. This is kind of separate. It's not on the loop trail. You have to basically go up north by Bar Harbor and then go around the west side and come around to the south. What is it called? Beech Mountain?
B-E-E-C-H.
Yeah, we're doing a trail on Beech Mountain. It's supposedly 2.5 miles. Not sure if that's out and back or if that's the total distance. But we are going to be doing a group experience. I don't know if you can see them over there, but our friends are coming with us. No, they're hiding behind a car. They didn't want to be on the camera, I guess. Well, don't worry, we'll get them later. But let's go. You ready to hike?
Ready.
Beech Mountain Trail.
What did you say, Frank?
Beech Mountain Trail and
Fire Tower. Oh yeah, this is the one they were talking about last night. Yeah. Everybody say hi. This is our hiking group today. And Rose over there, of course. Rose as always. All right, let's go.
All right.
Are you rushing me? Tell them how good hiking shape we're in right now. Yeah, we're feeling it. It's great. The views are opening up to us. This is just one of those overlooks along the trail that as you get to the top, the world starts opening up. You can get above the trees and see all of the harbors and the little inlets and the mountains and pretty much the entire park. Yeah, really good location. Great trail.
Stairs. Hi! I made it.
Whoa! That's steeper than it looks on camera. Well, here's a happy surprise. We saw that there might be a fire tower on one of the trails we could possibly find, but we don't like to get your hopes up at the beginning of the trail in case we don't find it. But guess what? We found it. So now we're gonna try to go up there and get some good pics.
Awesome.
Well, the view from up here doesn't disappoint, does it? Yeah, it's really nice. Can't get all the way up to the top. They've got it blocked off. But this is damn near the top. It's beautiful. Rose is enjoying her height advantage at the top of the mountain. Apparently this mountain makes you grow. Well, at least make Rose grow. Hang on a minute. Cheater.
Oh, he just can't
Cheater.
take the fact that I was taller than him.
All right, all right. All right, if you do this hike, you can be goofy at the top as well as we are. Definitely worth it. It was all the way up, it was uphill the whole way, but it was really not wet, not slippery, not really all that difficult. Just take your time and you won't have any trouble, just as we didn't have any trouble.
And then you get to see this.
And it's all downhill from here.
Look at these mushrooms, they're crazy. Yours, look at this one over there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, look what we found on the back side of the mountain. This beautiful, is this an inlet? This is an inlet, this is not a lake, right?
It's a lake.
Oh, it is a lake? Wow, it's a big lake. Wow, and you can see our campground over there somewhere.
Nice try.
It's over there somewhere. If I can, I'll mark it on the screen right now. Yeah, it may not have been.
Oh no, again? Well, we managed to finish the trail.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No, it was actually worth it. It was so beautiful up there.
Yeah, it was like only just about a half mile up, and then the way back was about 7/10, 8/10 of a mile.
Yeah.
And it seemed a little smoother coming back.
A lot smoother.
Yeah, but that view along that ridge as we were coming down of all of the lakes and everything, just stunning, stunning. So highly recommend this trail.
Agreed.
All right, let's move on to the next. decided to do something a little bit different this afternoon. We came up to the top of Cadillac Mountain. Now, in order to come up here for the sunrise, actually for the sunrise or sunset or any time during the day, you need to go online and make a reservation. There's a kind of detailed process to do that.
It's very difficult to get a reservation.
If you can't do it enough in advance, you have to get online at exactly 10 a.m. and get one of the limited spots that's available. And it's a race to try to find a time slot that you want. We were trying to come up on a sunrise, but that didn't work out. So here we are at sunset, and it's just as beautiful. So let's go take a look and see what all the hubbub is about.
Sounds good.
All right. The reason there's such a limited supply of parking passes or passes to come up to the peak is because the parking lots aren't very large, and it's a very popular area. As you can see, there's a lot of people up here, but there's also a lot of room up here. You don't really feel crowded so much. There's a lot of different places you can go as long as you're walking on the rock and not the vegetation. You can pretty much go wherever you want up here. So it's a rock scrambler's paradise, right, Rose?
It is.
And if we didn't do that kind of a little strenuous trail this morning, then we probably would be climbing all over these rocks. But we also just had a big lobster dinner. So yeah, that's going to limit us a little bit. But let's enjoy this sunset. Well, we got down to the end of the trail, and wow, awesome. It pays to go off the beaten path a little bit. There's only a couple other people out here, and we got a full view of the entire west side of the island with the sun setting. Beautiful. And we're looking at an almost full moon right across the way. We'll get that later.
Yep.
The next trail we're going to be doing is right in the same area as Sand Beach. This is the Great Head Trail. We heard good things about this trail. It's nearby where all those cliffs and the ocean were. So we're going to see if we get spectacular views of that. We might even get a good view of Sand Beach. Let's go. It wasn't too difficult to find Sand Beach from where we parked. We parked at the trailhead. You can get to the trail from Sand Beach, as we'll show you, but we parked at the actual Great Head Trail trailhead. It's not a lot of parking there, but we were able to get a spot. And the beach is right down this gravel path. It's less than a quarter mile. And this is what view you're rewarded with as soon as you get to the beach. We got video from the other end down by the parking lot. And you can see the parking lot over there with all the people. But look at this beach. How beautiful is this? Follow me, hon. Follow me. Rotate. There we go. Right, and that's the area along the cliffs where those people are walking. That's the shatter zone. It was all geological in the formation of the island. All those rocks were shattering, and that's what they're going through right now. But we're not going to join them. We are going to go up to there. That is Great Head, and that's where we're hiking to. So without further ado, you ready for the hike?
I am.
She's ready. If you're coming off Sand Beach to get to the trail, all you need to do is just continue walking down the beach along the water until you get to this break in the trees, and you can see there's a sign and some steps going up. This isn't the path that we took. Ours is down the way a little bit, but we're gonna go up this one because it's a little bit of a shortcut. So we're on our way. 10 minutes on the trail and we're already rewarded with a beautiful view of Sand Beach. You can see that crystal clear water down there. I don't know if they can see that, but we're gonna keep moving. There's a lot of spots on this trail where you can come out to the cliffs and you get a view of all the rocks that we were climbing on the other day, as well as Sand Beach. It's beautiful out here. The lobster boats are out here picking up their traps and setting new ones.
Did you go that way?
I did. And it's just beautiful. The waves crashing on the rocks. More of those like Oregonian scenes, but here on the Atlantic coast. Really nice.
That boat out there is dropping the traps for the lobster we're gonna be eating tonight. So this trail, we may be 145 feet above the ground, but we've been going up and down and up and down on this trail.
But you like rock scrambling?
I do, if my knee wasn't bothering me, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll do it again and again.
Great views.
Yeah.
Look, tiny snake.
Tiny snake, my butt, he jumped out at me.
Look at him go.
Holy crap.
Well, you said you were going to see snakes today.
I told you.
At least they're not on a plane.
What kind is that one?
Huh? We'll identify it later if we can. Rose, I couldn't believe how far you jumped. Honey, where are we?
We are in Bar Harbor.
Why are we back in Bar Harbor?
Because it's early and there's plenty of parking?
If you want parking in Bar Harbor, we had such a nightmare the other day. It was a piece of cake today. We parked right on the main street.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that's going to change later. But we're enjoying it right now, and it is a beautiful day.
Absolutely. What are you doing, hon?
I can't bend my knees
To put the money in the meter.
because my knees are hurting so bad from the trail. Oh, Rose is laughing at me. All right. Rose is hanging with the puppies.
Hanging with the puppies.
If you can find a nice shady bench on the side of the street, there are some great people watching here in Bar Harbor.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Yeah, we're just sitting here and
having
relaxing.
a blast.
We had our coffee this morning. Now we just had a
great lunch.
Awesome lunch. And now we're just hanging out and chilling. I think that's going to be the plan for the rest of the day. We'll see if we have another hike in us tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Well, this morning we are going to be investigating the, what is it, honey?
Jordan Pond House.
Jordan Pond House area, and there is a lake behind it. That there's a walk. We're not going to do the entire walk around the lake, but we are going to go out and see what we can see. Apparently, it's a mix between. It's a very flat trail. It's maybe about an hour and a half to do it.
Bridges and planks.
Yeah, boardwalks, a few rocks, but not a lot. A lot of people. It's a very popular trail, and that leads me to my next little comment. If you want to have an easier time of parking, you definitely want to get here before 11. That's when the house opens. If you arrive around, like we did, around 9:30, you should have no trouble finding parking, even on the weekends. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's go. Rose, no climbing in the trees. No climbing in the trees. We parked here. We walked through here. Now we are here. And we're going to go down to Jordan Pond Path. And we're going to make a left. And we're just going to check out this little section here. Sound like a plan, Rose? But you can go all the way around the lake. It takes about an hour and a half. And this side is a lot smoother, and it's just a gravel path. This side has some wooden, like boardwalk planks. So that's where we're going, because we're up for a challenge, right? As you can see, this is an easier hike than some of the other ones we've done because of all these wood planks.
Much.
Yeah, it's all flat. You're just hiking around the lake, so there's no elevation change or very little elevation change. And it's pretty easy. Obviously, it's not accessible for the most part. I think if you went around the other way, it's more of a gravel path. That may be more accessible, but it's beautiful. We love it out here. It's a nice breeze blowing right now.
It feels real good.
It's about 70 degrees and just a gorgeous Maine day. Loving it. The end of the trail is relatively flat and just this gravel path, but it's beautiful across the river or across the lake. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous hike.
Honey, it's a pond. It's a pond.
Okay, you can call it a pond.
Well, they call it a pond.
That's a big.
It is definitely
that's a big pond.
It's a lake, but they call it pond, so I'm going with it.
After all our other hikes, this hike was a little bit more on the relaxing side, which we needed because this is actually our last day in Acadia National Park. Tomorrow we continue our trek, or actually we start heading south. We're heading down to Connecticut to visit with family. If we see anything there, we'll let you in on it. After that, we're going back up into the mountains, probably North Carolina.
Yep.
We haven't really decided yet. We still haven't made any reservations yet. We are flying by the seat of our pants. But whatever we decide to do, we will let you know.
Just the way we like it.
Yep. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and consider subscribing. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Oh yeah, and if you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be told every time we release a new video.
See you.
In the meantime, stay half-assed.